Everybody, Derek's been shanked.
Yeah.
I am now joined with Psycho Bill. Bill, what are you in for?
with the shank to your throat, threatening you.
Never mind.
Yeah.
What'd you do, Prison Mike?
I stole, and I robbed, and I kidnapped the president's son and held him for ransom.
That is quite the rap sheet, Prison Mike.
Only twice.
That's a record.
Only twice on that one.
That was good.
All right, so here we are. Here we are again in the studio of
Brotherly Love.
Of Brotherly Love. Absolutely, that's the name of this place now. And I am Derek.
I am Kyle.
And this is episode 4 of Itchy Sweater.
Man, I can't believe.
Oh. You can still talk. Yeah, talk over them. They're just clapping for us. Who cares?
Those damn fans. Don't you clap for me?
Clapping. Making noise.
Right. Interrupting me.
Interrupting them.
I feel like, man, 4 is... I mean, we've only been doing it for a couple weeks, but...
Yeah.
4 is definitely pretty crazy to think about.
Absolutely, man. We hit the ground running.
Wow.
Yeah, we doing FO. We gonna do FOMO. How about that?
Man, I couldn't believe it.
Only 4 more. That's it.
Only 4 more. Yeah,
this is gonna be an 8-episode podcast.
We're done,
and we're never doing this again.
Nope.
So,
can't stand this guy.
Yeah, honestly, I can't even look at you. I'm not even giving you eye contact. That's how much I can't stand you.
You better start.
Well, you're gonna have to make me.
No, sure, I'll get in that face, homeboy.
Do it then. And there goes the mic. And he's in my face.
I told you I was going to do it.
All right. Eye contact it is.
Hey, I don't mind it. I still can't make eye contact with you anyway. You got dreads in your face.
It's part of my master plan.
You know what? I just want to clip that one right there. Just that one. Because I only see that eye.
Yeah.
So I feel like the one that covers your right eye, I just need to clip it.
Well, this is my power, man. I'm like Samson.
Yeah, but it's only one. It's not the
whole
thing.
It's going to take away some power level that I currently have. I don't want to lose any of it.
You know, see what I have to deal with, people.
Yeah.
I
there's rules to engagement here. Whatever. So just got to follow the rules. Everything will be okay.
I don't like rules.
Well, I'm sorry, but this is the state we find ourselves in. So,
how about those shiny high-vis shirts at work?
I thought you were gonna say, how about them Cowboys?
Oh, fuck them.
Oh yeah, man. Well,
you're used to it.
I'm kind of used to it.
Half shirt.
Yeah, it's like I got like the half high vis, half blue thing going on.
I wonder if I just wear it like on Fridays. He'll be like, okay, it's acceptable.
No.
Damn it.
He gave us 5 high vis shirts.
Yeah, but I don't.
That means you have to wear them 5 days a week.
Damn it. Well, I've only got 4 right now because one's dirty. So.
Oh, okay. And they're gonna get dirty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like he said, the one I have, oh yeah, let me start. I forgot to silence my phone.
Where the hell did that come from?
We got the
tweet.
tweets going. Yeah, absolutely. The birds love me.
Goodness.
Let me turn that down.
Can you tell me what kind of bird that is?
That was
like not sarcastic or anything.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to think. I think it was I think it's a chickadee, but it might be a finch.
A chickadee or a finch?
Yeah. They have kind of similar calls. The only difference between a lot of birds are the pattern and how they call, not necessarily their call itself.
I could see that.
It's like a cardinal, a chickadee, a finch. They sound pretty similar. They just tweet differently.
Bro, speaking of birds, so random that we started talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
I was going into my in-laws' neighborhood on... Was it today? This morning? No, it wasn't this morning. I think it was Friday. Yeah, it was Friday after work. I go over there. There's a damn guinea hen of all things I could see. Like I would have been okay with a peacock because there's a farm next to them.
Oh yeah.
But damn guinea hen out of nowhere, just hanging out with all these little birds that are just kind of
just chilling,
hopping around with them. I'm like, where the hell did this thing come from? I haven't seen these since my dad lived in California. Shit.
You know, a bird, not to get too off subject, but a bird I actually saw here, I think I might have said this before, but a bird I was really excited to see when I got here were grackles and crested caracaras. I was really excited to see
No
those.
idea what those are.
The grackle is like those birds we see all over Texas. Those black birds that have like those fat tails.
Does it know Greco-Roman?
You're a real piece of work, aren't you?
Wait for it.
Oh, here it comes.
Ooh,
there we go.
Yes, sir. That's a knee slapper,
That's
baby.
a knee slapper. That's a rim shot.
Oh, hey. Watch it. Well, there's kids that listen to this.
Easy. It's a rim shot, not a RJ. But I took that seriously. I was like, let me censor myself. But anyway,
You know what?
Yeah.
To add to that bird thing, that's the last thing I'll say.
Hey, say it. I'm a bird guy.
I know you are.
Yeah.
The one bird I was really excited to see here, and I believe it's a cardinal.
Really?
I want to say it was a cardinal. It was a really red bird.
Yeah. It's
Like
probably
all red. It was like, holy crap, these are real.
Oh, so you don't see those in California?
No.
Wow.
Well, at least where I was, because I was
Okay.
up in Central California.
Yeah, and you're kind of high altitude too, so maybe they don't really. I don't think they do well that high up.
Lots of monarch butterflies, but that's about
Oh
it.
yeah. Okay. Yeah, cardinals that's the Indiana state bird.
Is it?
Is the northern cardinal? Yeah. And it's actually I think 3 or 4 other states that have that specific cardinal as their state bird.
You can't share a state bird.
Well, you got 4 states doing it.
That's stupid.
So yeah.
Did you know? I know. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Birds. Did you know what our state bird would have been?
The as far as in California?
No, or not state bird.
Are you
sorry.
talking about the national
national bird?
It would have been a turkey.
Dude,
It lost by 1 vote.
that is so cool. Like turkeys aren't badass. Obviously, American bald eagle.
Yeah.
I mean, so cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Turkey.
Yeah, it would have been something that millions of Americans have on their plate every year.
We would have had we would have had bald eagle on our plate. Instead
Yep.
of
We would have been killing bald eagles at an alarming rate.
Damn, I can't find him. Look how majestic he is.
Right. Oh, another thing on top of that, this is going to be a bird episode. Sorry. Another thing on top of that is the bald eagle actually does not sound like what most people think a bald eagle sounds like.
Is it that like
It's propaganda.
screech word?
Yeah, that's screeching.
Word? Yeah,
That's not how a bald eagle sounds at all. You know what bird that is? It's a red-tailed hawk.
Really?
Yeah, that's what that bird sounds like.
That
the
one
bald eagle
sound that everybody uses.
Yes.
Really?
Yes. People found out how awful bald eagles sounded. They're like, oh, we need to make this sound cool, and they took a red-tailed hawk sound.
Why weren't we just the red-tailed hawks then?
Hey man, that wasn't. I must not have been on the list. And turkeys make a gobble sound, so that would have been fun to hear.
Gobbles are so
So
cool.
it's like, so a bald eagle basically sounds like a roided up blue jay. Like it really does not sound that impressive. I'm actually going to look it up and play it real quick.
Oh god.
So this is what a bald eagle sounds like when I get this here.
What? Goddamn bird episode.
Yep. This has to be said. I cannot let this propaganda and these lies go on any further. Let me make sure the volume is up
Just screeching
because
in my
I'm
ear.
gonna make this. Wow, ads.
Wow, that bird sounds so cool.
I'm gonna cut that out. Everything's gonna be fine. Listen. You hear that? That's a bald eagle.
What the hell? I don't like that.
No one does.
hell?
That's why they use a red tail.
Yeah, that's dumb. Our bird is dumb. What the hell?
It's just little chirps. This animal is like half the size of my living room.
Oh, huge.
Yeah, my living room freaking windows, and it sounds like a blue jay. That massive bird sounds like that. So we're like, oh wow, we gotta soup this thing up.
Get roided.
An animal half its size has a more victorious call than this freaking bald eagle. So yeah, that's how a bald eagle sounds. That's why there's this propaganda all over the place.
Oh man, should we just get into this? Because I feel like we need to get away from the birds.
We should, but yeah, like and this all came from high vis. We were talking about high vis at first.
Oh,
But, so well, anyway, that's another episode for another day. But so right now, what this episode is actually about, we are going to do another tier list episode. I had a lot of fun last time when we were ranking. Yeah. That's right. Cheer
Okay,
for us.
sorry.
We are awesome. That was more victorious than a bald eagle.
Yes, tier list, baby.
We were doing another tier list. Our last one was about cereal. I was going to say cold cereal again. Hey, serial killers. And this episode, we are going to do Hostess and Little Debbie snacks tier list.
She's such a
And
bitch.
we talked about how much she was a pimp in our that was episode 2.
I think so. Was it 2 or 3?
Was it 2 or 3? I can't
three.
remember.
It was 3.
We were just popping these things out, big fella. But we are where are we at? Okay, so we are the last one went from S tier to D tier. This one is top tier is God tier. Good, pretty all right. Don't hate them. Could be worse. Trash. And haven't tried.
I like that they have the haven't tried in there.
Yeah.
Because we were on that last one, we were just giving, the absolute worst one, like, I haven't tried it, and let's just put it on the list now.
Yeah.
And
There was only 2 of those, though.
and Grant, that's true, I think
Yeah.
it was. I know one of them was like Booberry or Count Chocula or something like that. It was one of
Oh,
those.
yeah. And then one we couldn't even remember if we tried it. I think that was Count
Yeah.
Chocula. Yeah, actually.
I
is
think
the
it
one.
was.
We couldn't remember if we ever even had it.
But these are all these tiers, they're pre-made, just so you guys know.
Yeah.
We're just looking for ones that fit the scheme of what we're trying to rank.
For sure. Now, for sure. And of these, just looking at them, I have tried most of these.
Yeah.
If not all.
Yes.
There's only a few there's only like maybe 1 or 2 that I can say I haven't tried. But that's just a glance. So we're going to start from the very top from the very first one to the very last one, just to kind of keep it in order.
So we're not skipping like we did the last one.
Yeah, well, that was okay though because it wasn't as many, and this one is a little bit more put together. Well, it's more plentiful. There's a lot more variety here. So the very first one we got our fudge rounds.
Damn, there's 34 of them on here.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So fudge rounds. Have you tried fudge rounds?
I have. These are these are honestly ones that I would think if they didn't have anything else on the shelf, I'd be like, oh, fudge rounds. Okay, yeah, that's acceptable. Or if I'm feeling spicy, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, let me try something different, even though I've tried them like 3 or 4 times. I'm
Right.
like, I've never had these before.
Fudge rounds to me, they're nowhere near God tier in my opinion.
No.
I would put them anywhere between pretty all right and could be worse. Honestly,
I'm at don't hate them.
you're a don't hate them.
I don't hate them.
Okay, I'm with you there.
Because honestly, I mean, think about it. They're not great, but they're not horrible. They ain't got nothing wrong with that.
They're fine. Again, it's like, but the reason I would put them at either don't hate them or could be worse is because they're just one of those. They're just one of those ones that if I see them on the shelf and there's nothing else there, I won't even pick those.
Oh, you would just skip over them.
I would just completely skip them.
No Little Debbie's, no Hostess. Oh, but there's fudge rounds. You'd be like, I could eat vegetables instead.
Yeah, I could. I'd rather just find a different brand.
Screw it. I'm not having Hostess cakes or anything.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go ahead and eat some broccoli.
Yeah, if there's literally no other Hostess or Little Debbie there, which that store shouldn't even be open if that's the case,
Yes.
then I'm just going with a different brand. I might even go to a different gas station altogether.
Now, before we get going, that can stay where it is.
Yeah.
Go back up to the tiers. Because I feel like there's way too many tiers on here.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I honestly think don't hate them and could be worse are about the same thing. We're going to delete that row.
Yeah. So don't hate. Yeah, that's better. I didn't even know you could do that.
We did this. Yeah, I saw the little settings thing on the side.
I'm glad that was an option.
Because, the rest of them make sense. Like, even that haven't tried. Like, okay, we can put that on there. But
I think that makes more sense.
now, here's one. Man, like I said in the last episode with the strawberry rolls.
Yeah.
This is another one that, I kind of grew up with. And when they're a little cold, they're very good.
Which is something I have not tried.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, you should try a lot more things cold.
I know, because you were talking about like cold Twinkies, and I was like, I've never done that.
What about cold Nutty Bars?
I have never tried cold anything on this list.
I don't like them melting in my hand.
Okay.
And in like cupcakes, the top of them will do it. The donuts will do it. The nutty bars will do it. I hate that.
Okay, that's fair.
So I like them a little cold. Like, hey, throw them in the drawer in the freezer. You want one? Go get it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Or it doesn't even have to be in the freezer. It can be, in the fridge.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm more of like a person that if I'm snacking, I'm going home anyway. So I'm not even really looking to like put anything in the refrigerator or freezer. So I'm just gonna wait till I get home and.
But what if you have a whole box? You gonna eat the whole box?
Oh, I would never eat a whole box. That's insane.
I mean, I'm a big guy, but I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, that's like if I have a death wish, maybe.
Oatmeal cream pies.
Yes.
I want to say.
I know exactly where I'm putting it.
Where?
God tier, dude.
Okay. Because I'm honestly, they're between God tier and good.
Oh, they're God tier.
Because I've, like I said, I grew up with them. Didn't mind them at all. Like the last one we did, the cereal. The nostalgia definitely does it for me too.
That helps.
Like I keep saying, growing up with them.
Yeah.
It's like, holy cow, man. These things are amazing.
Yeah. I know for me, that was always one of the very first options I looked at. If they had oatmeal cream pies, that's the first thing I'm walking out with.
I want to say that and the nutty bars are the ones that always stuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, oh, those are the boxes I know.
Mm-hmm. It's like when you think about them, you can taste them.
Yeah.
Oh, like, because I like, when I think about any of, like, some of these snacks, I'm like, oh, I remember what that tastes like. And I'm, like, tasting it in my mind.
Which kind of brings us to the next one. The mini donut series.
Yeah.
So.
This is the series, too.
This is the series. This is the trifecta.
Yeah.
The frosted mini donuts in chocolate, in powdered, and in strawberry shortcake.
Mm-hmm. Have you tried all three?
Yes.
Okay.
Have you?
I have.
Okay. So I think they're okay.
Yes.
I don't think they're anything but pretty all right.
So you would put them in pretty all right?
I'd put them all three in there. Because if I'm going to eat a donut, I'm going to go to a donut store or at least a gas station and grab an actual donut.
Yeah,
I'm
donuts
not
are different.
Eat these.
Yeah.
So I think they're okay.
They're pretty all right.
Like, if anything, I mean, I don't hate them.
Yeah.
So it's between those two.
Yeah, it's very much of like, I know some stores, if you're going into like a store or a gas station or anything like that, they're going to have, like you said, they're going to have that option of like where there's better donuts available.
I mean, think of any H-E-B, any AM, PM.
Yeah, go anywhere. Quick Trip.
Circle K.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're going to have it. Any
store, any gas station, honestly,
yeah,
is going to have them.
Yeah. And if you're outside of Texas, Kroger, any other store, you
Rite
can
Aid,
yeah,
Food Max,
yeah,
Food for Less, whatever.
Speedway,
they're going to have them.
Yeah, Speedway, which is kind of like Quick Trip in Indiana.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got Speedways.
So I would put all three.
All three in pretty all right.
Pretty all right. Like they're not bad, but they're definitely not good.
Yeah.
Of
those three, though, which one do you think is the best?
Ooh.
For me, it's strawberry.
I want to say strawberry, but it's not the powdered. It's between strawberry and frosted, the chocolate.
Okay. With me, it'd be strawberry first, powdered second, and chocolate last. And I think just because chocolate to me, like it's when you have like chocolate on chocolate like that, even though the inside's like, I guess, vanilla, but it's mostly chocolate, I'm just kind of like, I'm not a fan of like chocolate layers.
Oh, talk to Mason about those damn things.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my Lord. If Kayla gets them and he sees them.
Oh, he goes nuts?
He's like, I love donuts. I'm like, no, you don't love these. They just have chocolate. Right. You just eat the outside of them and then throw the rest away.
Just sucks on the outside. That's so hard to do.
Oh, he does it with regular donuts, too. It's insane.
How do you do that?
They just, I don't know how he does it on those. He just eats the outside. He doesn't go on the inside part.
That
he
is
just goes on the outside and takes a bite.
Wow. I've never heard of that being a thing.
He's such a weird kid. I love the kid to death, but you are insane.
Mason is great, but he is interesting. That's for sure. Now these are donut sticks. The donut sticks. I've had these too. Have you had these?
I don't think so. I want to say that they made ones that were just alike, or just the same as they were a coffee one. Like coffee sticks.
I'm pretty sure those are those on here? Hold on, because
are those the same thing?
I'm wondering because we have Hostess and Little Debbie. So, oh, you know what you're thinking of, and I think I see them already.
Are they coffee sticks?
You're thinking of those
cakes.
Yeah, coffee cakes.
Okay, so no.
So, and those are Hostess. These donut sticks are Little Debbie.
I don't think I've had them. I can't say I have.
Interesting. Okay, I have had them. They seem like they're rare. I don't know if it's just where I go, but they seem kind of rare.
That might be why.
Maybe so.
That might be why I've never had them. But I mean, here's another thing. It's a donut stick. If you're gonna have a donut, get a fucking donut.
You're basically just eating a cake.
I mean, come on, man.
It's basically like a little piece of cake.
Like they could be the best thing in the world. I don't know. I've never tried them.
Yeah. Well, they have. I think the difference between this Little Debbie snack and the other, like the donuts, is that these have a little bit of a crunch to them. Okay. So these donut sticks, like when you the outside has a little bit of like a frosted shell, and they add like a little bit of texture.
Okay.
So that's part of it. I would say these.
You know what?
On a really good day, are good.
Okay.
But looking at where the donuts are in general so far, I would actually put these are pretty all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we have a theme going here for that donut stuff.
Yeah, at least for now.
Now, you know, my first thought of is with those donut sticks is, and I don't drink coffee. I know you're a fiend.
Oh yeah, I love coffee.
Dipping those in your coffee.
Oh, for sure.
I would think that would have been one of the most amazing things.
It's really good. It's good, but it also depends on the kind of coffee you have.
Oh, okay.
With me, if I'm dipping anything in my coffee or I'm having something with coffee, like a pastry or a donut or something like that, it's got to be a pretty specific coffee.
Oh, okay.
So each pastry has this type of coffee I would eat it with.
Okay. Yeah, that one right there, just I see it and I'm like, that's got to go with some coffee or something like that.
Oh, for sure.
Okay, and now we get into Little Debbie blueberry muffins.
The muffins.
And Little Debbie chocolate chip mini muffins.
Yeah.
Oh, they're mini. Okay,
yeah, these are the small boys.
It's been a while since I've had them.
I don't hate them.
I don't. Okay, let's throw them and don't hate them then. Because I know they're better than trash.
They're definitely not trash.
But
I wouldn't even put them in pretty all right though.
No,
to me they really are between pretty all right and trash. I don't hate them.
Okay,
they're just
there.
Yeah, and I think as a kid I used to like them more.
Here's the thing: since you put them in don't hate them, and what you said about fudge rounds, if they were on that shelf and that was it, would you grab those? Either of those?
Either one of those? Probably not.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
So they deserve to be there.
Yep.
Oh.
Honey buns.
Honey bun.
These are legendary, but
in the prison system.
Yeah. With that being said,
shout out to the prison people that want to kill me now because I made a comment.
I know, right? I am going to do something that.
Oh no.
I'm putting them in good.
Okay.
Because they're a legendary snack. Almost everybody knows about honey buns.
If you don't know about honey buns, what are you doing with your life?
Yeah, but they're delicious.
Oh, they're good.
Wouldn't call them God tier.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So
we're
in agreement.
Yes.
With that going there. All right.
Now here's the story about these. Guy at work used to still talk to a lot of people before he got really antisocial. He would always tell me, Kyle, tomorrow, because he'd leave before us. He'd be like, tomorrow, bring in the honey buns. And I'm like, why do you assume that I have honey buns? Man, I know you got some honey buns chilling in that truck in the back seat somewhere. I know you got that stash. I'm like, bro, am I that fat? Do you hear the wrappers in my my pocket? God dang.
The funny thing about honey buns, and I feel like a lot of people have a similar story that you have, because for some reason I always knew somebody back in Indiana who always had honey buns on hand, like they would just have them with them, and I'm like, why do you just have these available?
Why?
But yeah, I like honey buns for me are legendary because of that. I always knew somebody or some people who always had a honey bun available that they could just give to you.
I want to say I went to a school, or I knew of a school that used to give out honey buns
Oh yeah.
in the mornings. And I don't know if they
nice.
were Hostess or Little Debbie's,
Yeah.
but it was something very similar, and I think that's how I grew up with them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now that you say that, though, I think I remember something like that.
Something in a little clear package.
Yeah. It was
must
like
have
just
been-
like a little snack.
Yes.
It was like a honey bun.
But it was in the mornings.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. It was. Wow. It was very similar. I think we even called them honey buns.
And not to mention, the only other reason I know of them is because of the whole prison thing.
Oh yeah.
Get that honey bun, bro. I'm gonna get shanked one of these days.
No, you're fine. Unless I invite criminals like I'm planning to,
Yeah.
and they were gonna be like, "Oh, I heard what you said about them honey buns, bro."
Good,
So,
good thing
you
we
know.
ranked them accordingly.
I know, right? they're good, man. They're just not got you. I'm sorry. Famous last words.
Everybody, Derek's been shanked.
Yeah.
I am now joined with Psycho Bill. Bill, what are you in for?
with the shank to your throat, threatening you.
Never mind.
Yeah, I'm in here for killing a podcaster.
Cops are on the way.
They're on the way. Yeah, hearing sirens in the background.
All right.
But next we got chocolate cupcakes.
Those are not chocolate cupcakes.
I'm sorry.
They are not called chocolate cupcakes.
Oh, you know what? They're not. What are they called again?
Ho-hos.
Ho-hos.
Oh, wait, hold on. I believe ho-hos. Yeah.
Yeah. We were looking at the list.
They're ho-hos.
Okay.
Ho-hos are very iconic.
They are. I would say they are on the same level as far as name goes.
Yes.
As honey buns.
Yes. Now, I think they're good. I don't think they're pretty all right.
Okay.
I'm definitely torn between God tier and good.
I put them God tier, man.
Really?
Absolutely.
I don't know. I feel like they're a little overrated. But I am stuck between, I can agree with God tier,
Yeah.
but it's at the bottom of the God tier list.
It's something
Like, it's
about that
good.
filling, man.
Okay, so the filling's good.
Because
I like that.
that was whipped cream, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And that thin layer of icing that was on the top.
Yeah.
I would bite that thing first.
Oh, you would?
Oh, I would.
Okay, cool.
And then once I got through the filling and everything, if I had a little bit left, I'd throw it away.
Yeah.
'Cause I wasn't a fan of the thick
I loved it.
cake,
Well, it was...
but I am now.
It was... I ate it accordingly. Like, I ate through it.
Okay.
I didn't pick, like, parts of it or anything.
Yeah.
And man, that whipped cream felt like it was just perfect because it wasn't icing. It was whipped cream.
It was whipped cream.
Because
it was soft.
Yes, they could have easily filled it with icing. They could have easily used what they used on the top of it for the cream inside of it. And they used actual whipped cream. Well, at least what they
that's
could
what we
manufacture.
think they are.
Yeah. And it was awesome to me. I was like, that's where it's at.
Here's this next one's kind of weird to me because I want to say this is another one I haven't had.
Really?
Pecan
Spin
what are they
wheels.
called?
Spin wheels.
Oh, I thought they said spin wheeler.
Oh, those
Spin
things
wheels.
are unbelievable, man.
I don't think I've ever had them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to take my word for it, those absolutely got to.
Hey, put them up there then.
Oh, yeah,
that's your
man.
God tier guy right there.
Yep.
I just not a huge fan of pecan, anyways. But
Okay. So you're kind of like, it was kind of like with the cinnamon toast crunch. You're not really like a cinnamon person.
no, which is funny because Tim made what was it called, monkey bread, the pull apart.
Oh yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
It had like cream cheese in the middle of it and had a shitload of cinnamon on top.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely loved it.
Oh, okay.
Loved it.
But it had more stuff though.
But it was cinnamon and brown sugar.
Okay.
But I think the brown sugar overpowered it a little more, so it wasn't as bad.
Okay. So you weren't like, oh,
Yeah. Doing the cinnamon challenge over here. Thick 1-inch layer of
Right, of
cinnamon in my
just
mouth.
straight from the can cinnamon. From the can? Anyway.
From the seasoning can.
From the seasoning can, I guess. But here we go. This is something definitely both of us have had, and I'm sure both of us have our opinions. These are the Nutter, what did I say?
Nutty Buddies. You said Nutter.
Oh, it says wafer. I was like, what's the second part of that? It was, yeah.
Wasn't Nutter Butters?
Wafer bars.
Wasn't
Nutter Butter's a completely different thing.
Those were the
Those are
peanut butter
the,
things.
yeah, like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I called them by the wrong name. So Nutter Buddies.
I don't think there's any...
wafer bars.
I don't think there's any place but one place for these to go.
Oh, yeah.
Towards the top.
Absolutely.
To the top, baby.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
We're going
Do
God's
the
here.
honors.
Because this is another one, like I said, about being cold.
Yeah. And
They
again, I
don't-
got to try it cold.
They
I've
don't
never done
melt
that.
in your... Oh, bro, I will buy you some
Just so I can try them cold.
just to try them cold.
Yeah. It's not like they're expensive.
No, obviously not. I mean, even in the store, they used to be like 50 cents. Now
Yeah.
they're
I think they're now, what, $2?
$1.75,
some change?
$1.79, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and it's... I like creamy peanut butter. Mm-hmm. But like, what I would do is I would peel apart the layers. I'd
Okay.
peel off that top one.
Yeah.
I'd lick the peanut butter off, eat the wafer, take the whole thing, lick all the peanut butter off, eat that layer,
Okay.
get the peanut butter underneath, and just dissect the whole thing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Now just biting into them,
Yeah.
absolutely great.
Oh, for sure. And that's how I eat them. Again, I eat a lot of these the regular way.
I dissect them all.
That's where your son gets it from.
This is where my mouth game came into play.
Oh,
Eric.
ooh. So you were a pro.
Oh, I was a pro.
Yeah.
Just like with pudding cups.
You've been studying your whole life.
There's absolutely no other place to put those.
Okay, absolutely. I agree.
And okay,
So next we got fig bars.
these are interesting. There was a time when I really loved fig bars.
Okay.
I love that center of them. Now I remember the outside of them always like getting stuck on the roof of your mouth.
Yeah, they do that.
I can't put them in good. I would put them in don't hate them if anything.
I put them in don't hate them as well.
Okay.
I feel like very few. I don't think any of these will be trash, honestly.
Oh, there's one
Well,
coming up that's gonna be trash.
Okay, we got more to come. That's true. There's plenty. Yeah, man. I don't hate them. Fig bars are just. I'm not even really a fan of them. Period. Honestly, like if somebody gave them to me, I'm guess okay. It's probably outside, but I'm just like, yeah, I don't hate them.
So
They're at the bottom of the list of the don't hate them.
yes.
Yeah.
Now, are these the same as Fig Newtons? Was Fig Newton and Little Debbie?
From what I can remember,
because it's got
they
the
were
yellow.
different. Yeah, from what I can remember, like the Little Debbie ones were longer.
Okay.
And the Fig Newtons came in like this little
They
pouch.
were like that big, right? And they were in the like
those little section. They were sectioned
lined
off.
up?
Yeah, I can't remember how these were packaged. I think they might have been double or single in a package.
I think they were like this. It was like one on top,
Yeah.
one on bottom.
Okay.
And then next to it was one on top, one on bottom, like the Nutter Butters.
Okay.
I think they were like that.
Like that. Okay. From what I can remember, though, pretty similar tasting.
Okay. So next one's the
this
Hostess
is-
version of a ho-ho.
Yeah, they're called cupcakes.
I
we got
think
two. We got both versions.
I think the first one still goes up top. I don't know if there was a difference.
Well, they taste the same.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they got to go straight to the top.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now the other, have you ever had the orange ones?
Oh, wow. Oh, so it's not vanilla, it's orange.
No, it's orange.
I have never had that, and I don't intend on ever having
They're
that.
not good. They are straight trash.
Oh, really?
They are horrible.
Hey. I'm with you.
Think
you
of
know
having
more than
that.
me.
Think of having that. Don't say that. It's not the filling either, because the filling's this. It's the white stuff still.
Oh, so it's still whipped cream.
It's still whipped cream. It's just the taste of the like. It's like orange creamsicle.
Okay.
In a icing. It's not bad.
Yeah.
But after you eat the whole thing, it's like, oh my god, that was probably one of the worst decisions in my life. Next to drinking orange juice after you brush your teeth.
Yeah.
It's like that. That's what it tastes like.
And with you saying that, I'm honestly thinking about the aftertaste.
It's disgusting.
It was bad? Okay.
It was bad.
I can imagine. Because I don't think I would want any part of that aftertaste at all. So, that makes sense. So, trash it is. That's our first trash item. And right now Yeah, he clapping for trash. All right.
I don't have a boo button.
Right. We can modify these sounds. So
no way.
yeah, we'll probably have to add that later. Because we have so many.
We can replace that one.
Probably, yeah. Because wait, what is this one? That's our intro.
That's intro,
okay,
baby.
So, yeah, all right.
That one can't go anywhere.
Oh, that's staying right where it belongs.
We'll just do this one because we didn't push
And
it
that's
yet.
the rim shot. Yeah, that's when we make a joke. That's definitely staying. Because I love how cheesy it is.
I love the name you use.
Yeah,
Is that actually what it's called?
It's called rim shot.
Is it really?
Yeah. That's a technical name for it.
Okay, well, rim shot it is.
Yeah. So these are baby bandits.
I think it's bunts. Baby bunts, because it looks like a bunt cake. You can zoom in.
Oh, baby
Zoom in
bunts.
and
Yeah, I
look at
said baby bandits. Wow, that's two things I've just completely butchered the name of.
it. What are you doing on your spare time?
I don't know.
Let me steal the baby. Okay. I am the baby bandit.
Now, I think if I had these once.
I've had them once.
Okay. I can't even remember what they taste like.
They were, I want to say they were strawberry.
Okay.
Have you ever had a bundt cake?
Yes.
Okay. So just imagine a strawberry bundt cake with icing on the side. It's not bad.
Okay.
It's decent.
So it was...
Don't hate them.
Don't hate them?
It's definitely a don't hate them. Like,
okay. Well,
if they're the only thing in my life...
They're not pretty all right?
No. They're in between. I don't know.
Okay.
You can put them in either one, and I don't care.
I'll put them in don't hate them.
Okay.
Because I can't even remember what they taste like. With you describing it, I'm just like, okay.
It's not bad.
Okay.
I mean, it's a bundt cake. A bundt cake is like... have you ever gotten the ones from like KFC?
Yes.
It's like that.
Okay.
It's not bad.
All right.
It's your family dessert.
I'm gonna go ahead and put them in pretty all right.
Okay. Yeah. See, that's acceptable.
Yeah. Because for what we have and don't hate them, I think they're probably better than some of those.
Yeah. Oh, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and put them in pretty all right.
Trash.
Snowballs are trash.
Trash. And I only got one gripe.
Okay.
It's my only gripe. And you're gonna be like, oh, you said this before.
Uh-huh.
I hate coconut.
Oh,
I hate coconut.
Okay, that makes sense
I
to you.
loathe coconut.
Yeah, this is where we strongly disagree. Snowballs to me are good.
God dang, we're gonna have to take us outside.
I love snowballs, dude.
We're gonna have to take us outside.
Snowballs are awesome because they're just like they feel like snowballs. They're nice and fluffy. They're fun, and they got like the top layer with the coconut, and then you got that chocolate, and then you hit that once again whipped cream, big fella. That whipped cream just tops it all off.
If it wasn't coconut, I wouldn't mind them.
Okay,
because I've had them before. Mm-hmm. And the chocolate and the whipped cream, just like the Hostess cupcakes.
Yeah,
great. Mm-hmm. That layer of coconut, that little crunch you get when you bite, when you chew it, just in between your teeth.
Yeah, you're not a fan.
Oh God.
Yeah. Now, since we are the authority on cereal and now Little Hostess and Little Debbie, I said Little Hostess, Hostess and Little Debbie snacks. Now, since we are the authority on that, I will take your coconut comment as a very niche preference. Yeah,
I don't know how I feel about that.
I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I'm taking your because very few people, to me, are not fans of coconut. And I have to take that into account.
Man.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. But it's textural.
Go ahead, just put it where you have to. Put it where you have to. I'm just telling you.
Snowballs are legit, man. I gotta put them in. I'm good. I have to.
Okay. Do your thing. Just know on the backside, I am cursing your name.
That's okay.
For the rest of my life.
That's
Every
all right.
time I see one of those, I'm like, God fucking
that's all right,
curse
man.
you, motherfucker.
Now, we have the completely same thing that we just put the other honey bun. Now these are the honey buns that are a little bit different though.
But the whole thing is frosted.
Yes.
Okay.
With that like vanilla honey inner part.
I'm not opposed. Because I remember these coming in a little white crackly package thing. Man, I don't remember them being good, but I do remember them tasting pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I'm between good and pretty all right.
I'm going to go ahead and put them in pretty good.
Okay. Good or pretty all right?
Good.
You're mixing everything.
I know, right? I am
Little Hostess, baby.
off my game. So I'm going to put those there.
Okay.
Because I feel like they are only slightly different than the Little Debbie version.
It's just the whole thing is just coated in a white glaze.
Yeah.
And on the other one, I think the only difference on the other one is at the top is just it's drizzled in glaze.
It's drizzled in glaze, yeah. So that one's like all covered, which to me doesn't really make that much of a difference. Like, because it's both of them are still really good.
Okay.
It's just a different way of having it.
Yeah.
So I think they're still good.
Okay. Here's a funny one. So we're just gonna do all three of those because there's three of them.
Yeah, Hostess donuts.
So donuts.
Yeah, the donuts.
I don't remember getting them. So the other ones, the frosted mini donuts, they came in like a triangle bag.
Yeah.
You know, they had that little grip on the top, and it came in down into a little square package on the bottom.
These do too.
These, I don't remember that. The way I remember them is coming in the sleeve of like 5 or 6.
Oh, you know what? You're right.
And
you're right,
actually.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh,
I think they still do in some cases.
Give me a second. What year was it? Junior year, when I was starting to feel like, hey, I'm a badass at school because I'm such a high grade and failing everything. I remember...
So punk rock.
Right. I remember going to the store. The place, it was called Stage Stop. Mm-hmm. And it was our local... Because granted, Mariposa didn't have a lot of big name places. The only big name places they have right now are a Burger King and a Subway. And, well, big time to West Coast is Pizza Factory.
Okay.
So we would go in there in the morning, and shout out to Cody and Dylan and Aaron Brown for this one. It was Donies and Milkies.
Donies and Milkies.
The code word was Donies and Milkies. And we would text each other, hey, we're going to Stage Stop, Donies and Milkies. All right, cool.
100%.
Bet. Meet you there first thing in the morning.
Yeah.
Go down there, grab a sleeve of those, grab a chocolate milk. It was like, I don't know, $3 out the door.
Yeah.
You know, go to first period. Miss Bernacki, the one teacher that actually really liked me and hoped I did very well.
Aw.
Great lady.
Shout out
lady.
Miss was it?
Miss Bernacki.
Bernacki. Shout out Miss Bernacki.
Miss B, baby. And she didn't care. She's like, as long as you guys aren't making a lot of noise, I don't care.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, and they're going to go in separate places.
Okay.
Well, I'll let you give yours first.
Well, to me, donuts are better than the Little Debbie.
Facts.
All three of them are, in my opinion, better than the Little Debbie.
Facts.
Now, the ones that I really, really like are the what was those at the end?
Crunch.
Yeah, the crunch ones. Those are so good.
Yep, those are going top.
Yeah, those to me definitely got tier.
Okay, so
For that
those were the ones I would pair with chocolate milk.
Oh yes.
Oh my lord.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
Yeah, for sure.
Those are the ones.
Yeah.
And then mine would go powdered, good,
Yeah.
and frosted, pretty good.
Yeah. The same order. Like I had the same order for these that I pretty much had the same order for the Little Debbie versions.
So we're going good for powdered, and frosted, pretty all right.
Pretty all right.
Not too bad.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
Have you ever had a fancy cake?
I have, let me make sure I'm not thinking of something else on this list. Okay. I have had a fancy cake. It kind of tastes like a zebra cake.
So I was going to say the same thing.
Yeah.
It reminds me a lot of like the Christmas tree cakes.
Yes.
Same consistency and everything.
Yeah. And both of them, all three versions are on here. We got the fancy cakes. We got the Little Debbie, what is that? The devil?
Oh, the
devil squares. And then you also have the zebra cakes. Now, to me, I guess we'll get to it, but the squares and these fancy cakes were just dumbed down versions of zebra cakes.
Yes.
And they were good. Now I will put them, because of taste alone, I would put them at pretty all right.
I honestly am okay with that. I would honestly put them in don't hate them, because I don't.
Okay.
I don't hate them.
Yeah.
If that's in the store and that's all they got, hey, that's all you got.
Yeah, pretty all right.
Devil Squares.
Well, Devil Squares I would actually put in don't hate them.
Yeah. Those were, it was just the opposite. It was just chocolate with a white center. So it was okay. It wasn't bad.
I like the white icing better.
Yeah, and then that had chocolate icing on the top.
Yeah.
Now, where would you put zebra cakes since you
I would put zebra cakes and God tier.
You would put them in God tier?
I would put them in God tier.
Okay. I mean, they're up there for me. I'm good.
Okay.
So I'm not going to argue and say they don't deserve to be up there.
Okay.
But I think they're good. I think they're very good.
Nothing wrong with that. I would put them up there because they had a better, like, to me, that outside frosting had just the right amount of like hardness.
Oh, okay.
Like, because it wasn't a crunch, but it wasn't like soft either. It was like a nice little, just kind of firm texture, and I really like that about it. And I can actually taste the chocolate instead of like just being on top for no reason.
Yeah.
So
it definitely
I like
made
that
a
about
difference.
it. Now,
Haven't tried it
you have not tried coffee cakes.
because I don't.
You're not.
I'm not a
yet
coffee
into
person.
It. Okay. Now I have had coffee cakes. To me, coffee cakes taste almost exactly like the Crunch donuts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
Like almost exactly like those. They had now the reason I really like coffee cakes, and it's funny too because they didn't have like a coffee flavor really. They just had what you don't like, cinnamon. they were very cinnamon.
Your nemesis.
Right. They had that nice little crunch on top, and they were really moist. They like fell apart. It was awesome.
Well, and then in that case, if you can compare them to,
I will put them in good.
I think I can deal with that.
Yeah. The only reason I don't put them as high as God tier, like the donuts, is because the donuts were way better. Like that crunch was just way better.
I would
put those
I think it's
in
because they
good
were
for
also
sure.
smaller, and you could hold them with a couple fingers.
Yeah.
You couldn't. You had to hold them with a hand because I remember seeing how big they were.
They were pretty big.
Yeah, they were beefy boys.
Yeah, and they were just always these nice fall apart consistency, and I was like, wow, these are like bakery style.
I love. I'll never not be a kid and laugh about this.
Ding dongs.
I love the name of this one. What you got? Give me a ding dong.
I got ding dongs, big fella.
Did you ever have the ones that were wrapped in a foil?
No.
I want to say
I didn't know that existed.
I don't know where. I don't remember in my life where I had them. I want to say it was honestly at a school.
Okay.
It was another one of these things that we had the dumbed down version of, but it was like the same thing, like the honey buns. Mm-hmm. These, I remember getting them in a foil packet, and what they did is it looked like they cut open a box of ding dongs.
Yeah.
And they stacked two of them on 2 or 3. I want to say it was 2. They stacked 2. They went over the top and under and back up and over and under.
Yeah.
And then they went around the side.
Nice.
A couple times, and that's how they gave them to us.
Wow.
And the only reason I remember is because they had this little thing when you went to get your lunch. When you're in the cafeteria and you scoop this on or you get this or whatever. That's how we did our cafeteria. Mm-hmm. And then they would at the end when you got your main thing like your Friday pizza or your chicken nuggets or whatever, they'd open this little freezer, grab one, plop it on there, close it. And I always remember them opening that freezer, and they had a fan in the back, and it would blow right out, and you're like, oh, man, it's cold. So you're like, oh, they always freeze these. Yeah. And I think that's where the whole having them cold thing came into play.
Yeah. You were like, let me try some other stuff cold.
Yeah.
Okay.
But ding dongs, I think they're pretty all right.
Same.
I don't think they deserve to be higher.
I don't either.
Now, I can see people saying, but a ding dong is like the same thing as a ho-ho.
It isn't, though.
It's not, because it's missing that top layer.
Yeah, and it's missing the consistency.
Yes. I think those are even with them being cold. I think those ones are a little harder.
Okay. Yeah. I would say they probably would be. I haven't tried them cold, but I would assume they would be.
Man, I need to culture you.
I know. I just never even thought to make them cold. I don't know why.
It just makes it a different kind of consistency and flavor, and I think it's better.
Okay. And we got chocolate and the vanilla versions, or lemon.
Oh, zingers! No, it's
ice vanilla.
Ice vanilla.
Okay, yeah, we got the zingers.
Zingers were good.
Zingers were good.
I don't remember getting them in a box though. I just remember them being
never had them in a box.
Another individual container that had like 2 of them in it.
Yeah, same.
Was it 2 or was it 4? They might have had the ones that were lined up like this.
But
I want to say it was 2 like that.
I think it was.
No, it had to have been lined up like that.
I can't remember how they were packaged.
Those remind me of Ho-Hos more.
Same.
They're a little longer.
Yes.
They've got that thick layer of icing.
Yeah.
And they've got that whipped cream in the middle.
Yep.
So I would put them either God tier or good.
I'd put them good.
That is completely fine.
Okay.
You know what? I thought they were great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They, like I said, if you could not get a Ho-Ho, zingers were the next best thing.
And and my mom has some stories about most of these snacks, and I'm like, she really liked zingers. You know her, like, I'm pretty sure this is her favorite. Snowballs. Snowballs were her favorite.
What's your mom's name?
Emily.
Miss Emily, wait, when you come down and visit your sweet child down here, or your children, we're going to have a talk. How can you like snowballs?
Listen, the only reason you don't is because they have coconut.
Stupid coconut.
But yeah, man. Okay, so now we're about to hit something that has such long, storied history. It is Twinkies, man. Like,
that is so
that's
iconic.
all I have to say is Twinkies.
It's so iconic, and we just talked about these.
Yes.
Supposedly, they do have an expiration date.
Yes, they do. I don't know if I trust it, though.
I don't know either. I still think they don't.
I feel like they can just go forever.
I think so,
I feel like the only reason they put an expiration date was because they had to.
They have to. Yeah. I think that's a guideline for most places.
CDC or whatever.
I really...
Or the FDA.
CDC.
I know CD. Jeez, the Center for Disease. Well, you might as well be the amount of processed flavor that goes into these things. They might as well be part of the CDC.
Right. Twinkies, man.
I mean, name alone got tier.
Shoot them to the top.
But flavor,
put them. You know
also.
what? Not only put them to the top, put them the first one in the row.
Oh, for sure.
Because Twinkies are one of those snacks. You had them as a kid. And you know what? I'll be completely honest. The other episode when I was telling you I had these cold, I asked my mom about it.
Yeah,
it wasn't these.
Oh, it wasn't.
It was something completely different.
Oh, okay. Is it still on the list?
It's definitely on the list.
Okay. Well, oh no, I'm talking about the thing that you did have. Have we already ranked it?
I'm lost.
Like they weren't.
No, it was Nutty Buddies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All the other stuff, but we had those. To be completely fair, we had those in the fridge. I said they were frozen. I never had them frozen. We had them in the fridge.
Okay.
So in that bottom drawer, the goodie drawer is what we called it.
Yeah.
My mom would like, hey, this is your guys' drawer.
Yeah.
The next one up was like, the next one up was like the meat, the cheese, some lettuce, stuff
for
like
sure.
that.
Okay.
That bottom drawer was mine and my sister's.
You guys had a drawer to yourself. Well,
nice. And they cut it in half, though. They divided it.
Okay.
So we had those in there, and I remember, taking those out, and just the word alone is iconic.
Yeah.
Twinkie.
Like, when you say Twinkies, again, it's like one of those snacks that you can taste in your mind. And they definitely made them smaller.
Oh,
like the ones now, they are tiny.
Yes.
Like,
I remember those things being...
They used to be pretty hefty. Yeah, and the Twinkies now, I'm like, what are these little, like, they're almost the size of donuts. I'm like, what is this?
They're very small. I remember them being completely bigger than a Zinger.
Yeah.
Way bigger than a Zinger.
Yeah. They were comparable to zebra cakes.
They're the same size.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Twinkies, you yes, you deserve to be up there.
Now, this is the only one on the list that I can see. The next two, no, actually, Yeah, there are two that I can see on this list that I have not tried. And the next one I have not tried this. This
Okay,
is
hold on. Before
Okay.
you go, okay, it's a devil's cream.
Okay, I've never had that.
Have you had a Swiss roll?
For sure.
It's like the same damn thing, except it doesn't have the icing on the outside.
Okay.
That's literally all it is. It's got a little more cream. Well, I mean, you can see the picture, but
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Okay.
They're not bad.
All right.
Now,
Actually, you know what? That's the only one I haven't tried. I was looking at the one after
which one? 1, 2, 3, 4,
3.
5.
I was looking at 3. I actually have had those. But
You better have.
yeah,
So that's the one that lights up my eye every time I look at it. You already know.
But this one, the devil's one, this is Don't Hate 'Em.
I don't hate them. Yeah, they're not bad. They're decent.
Cool.
Like I said, it's just a sandwich. It's like an unrolled Swiss roll without the outside chocolate layer.
Cool.
It's a soft sponge cake, I guess you could call it.
Okay.
Cream soft sponge cake.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's not a bad idea. Like they're actually pretty good. But
I've just never, I don't think I've ever really seen them, honestly.
I only know that I've had them because when I got out of my parents' house, out of high school and everything, when I first started working, I was on EBT.
Okay.
Wasn't making a lot of money. I was washing dishes at almost said Radio Shack.
The most dated thing you can say.
Washing satellite dishes at Radio Shack.
Right. In the 1800s.
No, at a Little Caesars, your minimum wage. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I got to get some food. I only remember having those because of that.
Okay.
Like, that was one thing that I made sure I had everything I needed, and then I would buy myself a snack. I'd be
Nice.
like, okay, what am I going to buy? And that was one of them because I was like, this is new. I've never seen this.
Okay.
And they were all right.
Cool.
They got me through a time. So,
Okay.
So yeah, and now saying the next one is the Swiss rolls. I think Swiss rolls, if you don't put them above pretty all right, me and you are going to go throw hands.
Oh, get out of here, dude. Swiss rolls are amazing.
Okay.
Swiss rolls are god tier in my eye.
Thank God. Okay.
Swiss rolls are...
You guys were about to witness the first throwing of the hands.
I would
between us.
never be disrespectful
Yes.
on that level.
I want to say Swiss rolls are along the same lines, at least, as zebra cakes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's those two are together along with oatmeal cream pies.
pies. Yeah.
I think those three are in their own little section.
And pecan spin wheels. Even looking at them, man, I kind of want a pecan spin wheel right now. Because, man, those things are so good.
I'll keep an eye out.
All right. Yeah, please do. So we got strawberry shortcake rolls. Now, I have had these one time. Once. Why are you giving me that look?
I want to explode with happiness.
Yeah, I know you do.
Go ahead and tell me.
Well, with me, I've had them one time. They were really, really good. I would put them in good. Because the one time I had them, I was like, wow, these are legit.
That is acceptable.
You
but
probably put them in God tier,
I am
you?
putting them in God tier.
I-
Only
yeah,
because
you know what, I don't-
put pecan spin wheels up there.
Yeah.
And I've never tried them.
Okay.
You've had these and they were really good. These are what light up my world.
Oh,
you
dude,
guys obviously know it. In the last
I'll
episode.
do it for you.
Please. The last episode, I talked about how these things were just so good. It brought me back. Derek thought I was a little kid again. My eyes were watering because I wanted to cry so bad. They were just so good.
Yeah.
And this was the first one when I got out of high school. Like I said, EBT and everything.
Right.
That I chilled.
Okay.
And Lord Jesus, if that
It was something else.
jam,
Yeah. Oh.
which was a little more,
It's just like yeah.
it just turned
Just
into
that
a
nice
gel.
little yeah. Oh my goodness. And who knows what it actually was? Because there's no way that was like jelly or jam.
I have no
for
idea what it was.
that was something different. This some kind of weird concoction that would turn you into a Spider-Man villain. Because there's no way that was pure.
That's why that guy in the red and blue was chasing me
Yes.
everywhere.
Yes.
Son of a bitch. That makes sense now.
But yeah, they were very, very good. The one time I had them, very, very good.
Yes.
Now these are once again, like the name is gonna spark some, like the next two actually. The name alone will probably spark a lot of memories, a lot of childhood memories. We got the Cosmic Brownies.
This is my go-to if I just need something quick to eat. Like when I was driving.
Yeah.
I'd stop, I'd get my gas, I'd get my drink, and I'm like, what can I grab real quick? Cosmic Brownie. Because
Yeah.
I know they're good. I know they're good.
Yeah.
I would always, this is kind of weird, but I didn't dissect it, but I would push all the sprinkles in.
Did you really?
I don't know why.
That was just your first. That was just your first
My
instinct.
first reaction was, let's make it flush. Kind of like the little things that tell you what kind of drink is on the top of a lid.
Yeah.
You push the
You had
little
to push
button
them in.
I just had to push all these in. And so it was like bloop, 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 bloop,
Yeah,
bloop,
just
bloop, bloop, bloop. It's kind of like a game. It was really cool. It was like Poppets before Poppets became popular.
All right.
So, I really want to know where you want to put these.
I'm not even like a brownie guy.
I am. Ask Kayla. I am 100% a brownie guy.
Okay, I would put them in, like thinking about where cosmic brownies, how good they are, just flavor alone. I would put them in good.
I'm cool with that.
Okay.
I am definitely cool with that.
Yeah, and that's coming from somebody who, like, when it comes to brownies, I'm like, like they brownies to me got to be loaded with stuff.
Yeah.
Like I need brownies to be decorated.
Decorated.
Yeah, I like put pecans on it, peanuts if you have to, like put sprinkles on them, fill it with something. Like
Fill it with something?
Like
Oh, my Lord.
brownies to me better be on another level.
Damn. You know what? I kind of want to try that. Like
Yeah.
cut a brownie in half. Like
Yeah,
lengthwise.
I put some
Put
peanut butter
something
on
in
it, or
between it.
yeah,
And then put it on top and then ice it or something.
yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Like, because if I'm going with a brownie, like there better not be cake or like some type of cookie available or donut. Like
a brownie.
I need
A brownie is a brownie.
a brownie's a brownie.
It is definitely in its own little world.
Yeah, and because also too, I'm not a fan of chocolate on chocolate.
Oh.
If you're giving me chocolate brownies, I gotta put something else on it.
Okay.
So
okay.
I think the sprinkles are enough to make me put them in good.
Did you ever have the ones that had like the nuts on top?
I did.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm kind of surprised to not see them on here.
Yeah. Now that you say
But-
that, I forgot about that. Yeah. Wow.
I would always reach for those, and then I'd look over at the other ones. I'm like, oh, those are good, but I like these because they're colorful.
Yeah. They're
Literally
pretty.
because they're pretty.
They're so pretty. Now here's the last one. Another one that to me is iconic.
I've heard different things about
Star
'em.
Crunch Cosmic Snacks.
I've heard different things.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people I've heard are like, these are horrible.
Those people need to be put somewhere where they will never be found again.
Yes. This is one of the few that does not taste good when it's cold, because the inside has that is it caramel?
It's like a it's hard to describe what that is.
And so
It's-
when you bite into it, it's already hard as it is.
Yeah.
Then when you bite into it when it's like frozen, it's like breaking your teeth.
Yeah, I would never chill those.
I
Like,
learned
that's oh my
I learned
god.
the hard way. Okay.
Yeah, I bet.
I remember taking those out and immediately dumping them in the bottom drawer and being like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
these can soften up a little
Yeah,
bit.
chilling those is a mistake.
Those actually went in the freezer, not in the bottom of the
Oh
fridge.
wow, that's a
Yeah.
brick.
Oh yeah, it was a brick. You bite into it. And,
Oh my teeth. Yeah, Star Crunch Cosmic Snacks. I have more fonder memories than I have of the taste. Not that they're bad, but my memories of them are more varied than me loving them.
okay.
Yeah, I have like a lot of stories, me and my brothers and sisters, and like a lot of times us playing the game like together or being in the game like area with me and my brother. I remember playing I think it was Sega Saturn, and we had Star Crunch Snacks a lot of times.
Oh, so it's a nostalgic thing for you.
Yeah, I remember having them like right next to me while playing the racing game on Sega Saturn.
Okay.
And yeah, so they're
Wow.
more nostalgic to me than they are like, oh, I gotta get a Star Crunch, because I don't. I don't have to get them.
No.
Especially with everything that we have in God tier.
But when you see it in the store, you're like, man, those are pretty good.
Yeah.
Those are good.
I'm thinking I'm kind of fighting against myself. I'd put them in pretty all right.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
But I'm also okay with putting them in good.
Yeah.
Because I do think they're good.
I do too.
It's between, because it was I want to say the same thing as like a fudge round without the icing.
Okay.
It was that little cake covered in chocolate. It had the caramel or whatever it was in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it had rice.
Yeah.
It was like Rice Krispies on top is what it seemed like.
Yes, that's pretty much what it was.
So, and I remember getting that little crunch in there, and I'm like, okay, these are pretty freaking good. Like, all right, I can eat these.
Yeah.
So either way, I they can go whichever one
I'll put
for
them
me.
in pretty all right. Looking at what we have in good, I'm pretty comfortable with putting them in pretty all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know people that absolutely hate those. They think that these are the worst thing ever. And I would have put fudge rounds in trash over those.
Oh, yeah?
Over Star Crunch?
Over Star Crunch, yeah.
I'm putting fudge round in trash. Like, why do you think that those are bad? Are they doing the same thing I'm doing and putting them in the freezer and breaking their teeth?
I hope not.
I mean...
That's a lot of dental visits.
What is the problem here?
Yeah, I really don't know why someone would actually hate Star Crunch Cosmic Snacks. I really don't understand why someone would hate those. Like...
Maybe it was somebody with braces and never could have them.
Maybe.
No idea.
I just... Maybe it's just a texture thing, too. Because for some people, texture rules over taste.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Snowballs, bitch.
With the snowballs. But yeah, I'm okay with that, with them being there. And I'm okay with our list. Because both of us have not had... for the haven't tried to be there, none of us haven't tried two things at the, like... There's nothing on here that we both of us haven't tried.
I think the only two that I said were the donut sticks and the where'd they go, the coffee cakes.
Okay.
Those are the only two I have never tried.
Yeah. And I just haven't had the devil creams? Mm-hmm. And the, actually, I think that is it.
Was it the baby buns?
Oh, baby buns. Well, I've had them once.
Two. Oh.
I've had them once. I haven't had devil's cream at all. So yeah, I'm cool with this. So in our...
Yeah, for not having... I love how orange cupcakes are trash.
I know, they're just trash, dude.
That was the other one.
That's the other one I haven't had.
That's the one, but they were trash.
And I believed you. I was like, I would imagine. Because at first I looked at the packaging, I thought they were vanilla. But then I saw that they were orange. And I was like, oh, there's no way that can be good.
Straight up going straight to the trash.
Yeah.
So don't ever bring these around me or I will throw them at your face. I will harden them, make you think that I want them, and then
make you think I want them because I put them in because I chill them like I do with the other snacks.
Throw them
but
right at
they're actually just going to be projectiles. So
it's just a small brick.
Just a small brick. That's all. And so what we have, and again, we are the authority on these things. When we make a tier list, it's because we know what we're talking about. These are not opinions; these are facts.
Facts.
God tier, we have Twinkies, oatmeal cream pies, Ho-Hos,
yes,
pecan spin wheels, absolutely, Nutty Buddies, cupcakes,
okay, I'll stop that.
Donuts, the Crunch Donuts,
yes,
zebra cakes, Swiss rolls, and the strawberry shortcake rolls.
Yes.
Good tier, we got honey buns, snowballs, the Hostess versions of honey buns, Hostess donuts, the powdered version, coffee cakes, zingers, both vanilla and chocolate.
And Devil's Food is
Devil's Food.
It's the same thing.
And cosmic brownies. For pretty all right, we got the Little Debbie donuts, the chocolate, powdered, and strawberry. We got donut sticks. Baby bunts, not bandits. Hostess donuts, the chocolate version, and what were those again? Fancy cakes, ding dongs, and Star Crunch cosmic snacks. Yeah, jeez, what a
such a
title.
Such a kid with a ding dong.
I know. And don't hate them. We got the fudge rounds, both types of muffins from the Little Debbie,
Blueberry
and chocolate chip. Fig bars, which to me are basically Fig Newtons. To me, they taste the same. We got Devil Squares and Devil Creams.
And then the trash.
Absolute trash.
Don't even bring them.
Yeah, only one of us have had them, and I believe them because they're just orange flavored.
Bro, it literally reminds me like just sugar, toothpaste, and orange all together. And
why would you do that?
It's not good.
Yeah,
it's not.
And I can imagine like if you put orange and you dipped them in actual like whipped cream, they might be okay. Maybe,
yeah.
depending on how you had the orange. But yeah, with these, I can't even think of them even being a little bit good. And like I said, the aftertaste must have been awful.
I don't remember it fully, but I do remember it being bad.
Okay. Like I said, I believe you.
Just orange.
Just
and
thinking
sugar.
about it. Yeah. Ugh.
I don't know.
But yeah, so that's our tier list. That is
And then obviously, sorry, none in the haven't had them.
none of the haven't had them. Yeah.
One of us has had at least one of everyone.
Yep.
So that's
Cool.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Out of what I say, 34 of them,
Yeah.
we've at least had
One of us
at
has
least
had
one
one
of
of
us
them.
has had
Yeah.
one of these.
So cool. I'm definitely okay with this list.
Yeah.
Like I said, we are the authority.
Don't argue.
So yeah, you can argue, I guess, but it still doesn't mean you're not wrong because you are.
Yeah, no, you're completely
So,
wrong. You
just
you
false.
really don't have a say in it. So
False in every way.
no calling in, no letters, no
Nope,
emails,
none of that.
Nothing.
They will be discarded and burned.
I'm cool with that.
Cool.
Especially during the freeze, we can keep them for that.
Oh yeah, that's our process.
You know it's going to happen again.
I hope not, but probably. So this was episode 4 of Itchy Sweater, another tier list. We do have other tier lists to come, but our next episode
Should be a guess?
should be a guest.
Okay.
Yeah, we wanted to have a guest today, but also we were fine with also doing another tier list because
we had a backup plan.
oh, for sure. Yeah, we always got a plan B, hopefully.
I think the next tier list, we're actually gonna get away from the snack stuff. Mm-hmm. And I think we might do movies.
Yeah, we're going to do some movies.
Either movies or
Maybe even beverages.
or beverages, or maybe your favorite Yellowstone people.
Okay.
Maybe.
I want to save that for when the show comes on air.
Okay, never mind. Cut this thing.
That's okay. But yeah, I think either movies or beverages will be the next one.
I think we get away from the consumables and go to movies. Let's try.
Okay,
something
yeah.
different.
Yeah, let's go something. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yep, we're doing it.
It's gonna be movies.
It's going to be movies.
What kind? I have no idea.
Yeah, because we have genres and directors and all kind of stuff we could go with. I think we're good. We should go with genre. And
Comedy.
you want to do comedy?
Let's do comedy.
Let's do comedy.
If they've got it on here, let's do comedy.
All right, I'm sure they do. All right, so we're going to do comedies next. That will be our next tier list. Our next episode definitely should be a guest, so look out for that on episode 5. But yeah, man. Podcast?
Fusion. Go.
Podcast. Podcast.